Small rough crying sounds echoed in the corner of a room with a small figure, shivering from cold and pain in his heart. A 5-year-old Taehyung wiped his eyes when he felt a tap over his shoulder. Tae, I'll miss you so much. A boy of around the same age hugged his best friend tightly, for it was probably their last goodbye hug. Jian was adopted by a couple today, and now he will have to say goodbye to his last friend as well in this orphanage. His last hope of ever being having parents crushed again today. He was told many times that new couples are coming to adopt babies from their orphanage home, which made him big giddy. From the morning, his eyes glistened with sparkles when his last friend got adopted by very loving parents. He too wanted someone like them, but all his hope crushed when 5 of his friends got selected and he was again stuck at this place, and now it was gonna be more painful as all his friends left this place. But little Taehyung wiped his tears and hugged and smoothed his best friend while giving a chocolate to him, which was given to him by one of the couples today. Jian happily packed his toys and some couple of clothes he had and the chocolate they gave him. Little Tae waved his hand harshly in direction of Jian to indicate that how much he will miss him. It was almost dark when all the pair friends of him left with their new parents. Baby T wrapped himself in a torn blanket while being all alone in the room which he hated desperately. He was not that much strong to be able to sleep all alone. The door of the room harshly opened, which made his body jerk from sudden loud noise. Little T took his face out only to gulp when he saw their caretaker, who definitely never liked him. Here, drink this. She put one milk packet on his bed and then gave a corny smile to him and left. Little T hugged himself, shivering from fear of being alone in a room. Soon after, tears started to streaming down his face when he heard Stove barking outside. He took a milk packet by his shivering hands, and this one thing was only good thing in a whole day. It was a strawberry flavored milk which they only had when someone will donate that or any special occasion. He took a little sip, feeling the taste of the tastiest thing he ever drank in his life. He don't have any memory outside this orphanage home. He can see himself here from the time he can remember. He took one more sip, but due to sudden lightning outside, the milk packet fell from his hands, ruining the mattress and bedsheet. Only little harsh and dull sobbings could be heard after that. In the next morning, all he knew that he was harshly thrown out of the bed by that caretaker, who always had some personal grudge with him. She pulled his ears, which made him getting bad from the pain. He opposed, but a harsh slap made him land on the floor with his one tooth on the floor, and there was a lot of blood as per his perspective. You ruined the whole mattress and bedsheet. Such a trouble. Now go and wash your face. She grabbed him with his one arm harshly and pushed toward washroom. After taking out a set of pajama and t-shirt with a sweater with little holes, and put that on one of another bed and went from there after taking out a mattress and bedsheet for cleaning them. Little T peeked his face out to check if she left or not. After finding her nowhere there, he came outside with the little steps and wore his clothes hastily. After getting ready, he came out of the room to see some kids younger than him playing with each other. With a little spark of joy in his eyes, he went to them, but after getting refused to be an eligible member of little girls' game, he sat on one of the bench, smiling seeing the other kids playing with each other. In the breakfast time, he was given one small piece of bread with half cup of milk. He quickly gulped that as he was feeling very hungry. He didn't even eat well last night in order to say goodbye to his friends. Taehyung, a small 3-year little boy, ran to Taehyung in order to get safe from their Nona, who was after him for breaking the only single piece of toy set they got in donation. Hyung, save me. No, I won't leave you. Those kids were running circling Taehyung, but little kid accidentally spilled Tae's leftover milk both ran away after saying sorry. Meanwhile, that caretaker fumed in anger to see him making mess again. You do this deliberately now, so that you could trouble me, you punk? That lady shook the shoulders of little Tae harshly, who shook his head while tears streaming on his face. I'll give you a right punishment today. With that, she dragged little Tae with her to a dark area. Taehyung shook his head desperately as he knew what was coming for him now. Now, when you will be locked in this dark room, only then you will understand. Taehyung harshly shook his head, but she had a strong grip on him to force him to go inside that dark small room. Taehyung bit her hand hard and pushed her, which made her fall on one of the sharp objects there. There was so much blood over there, which made little Tae get petrified. He remembered watching the cartoon where cops will take bad boys to prison if they did something bad. It made his breathing so uneven and he just ran from there, not wanting to get caught by the cops. For his good luck, there was no guard at that time and he sneakily ran outside of the orphanage home. After running for a good 20 minutes, he came to an area filled with shops all around, but his eyes got wide when he saw cops right there. Thinking that they are there to get him in the prison, he boarded on one of the small grocery trucks, which started to move apparently as soon he got in the truck. He tried to get out from there, but he had no courage to jump out of the moving vehicle, and neither there was any sack now, with the help of which he came inside at first place. With little sobbings, he hugged himself, now scared a lot, as he had never went outside the orphanage home. But now, he is far away from there. After an hour, Taehyung got an opportunity to run away from there as the vehicle stopped at one shop. He hastily jumped from the mini truck, falling and scratching his knees and elbows a bit. He hissed for a moment but then ran away from there, not wanting to get caught by anyone now. After 2 hours of roaming on the streets, he was so tired and thirsty, so he sat on one of the roadside bench. It started to get dark, which made him regret about running away from there. Now he knew that people will kidnap him in the dark. It was what he listened from Jiminff. Taehyung ran away from that bench too when one man shooed him away from there. He was missing his friends so much at this point. He just wanted to drink some water at any cost now. After roaming here and there a bit more, he saw a small grocery shop where he saw a water bottle. He quickly ran to a shop. At first, Taehyung got a bit scared seeing a man all dressed in black smoking there. But then he gathered some courage and pointed towards water bottle. Want water? Taehyung nodded his head desperately. 200 won. Taehyung stared at the shopkeeper as he had not even a single won along with him. Taehyung hanged his head down and then shook his head as no. Then go, here is nothing for free. Little Tae turned over his feet to go from there, but a sharp voice made him look at the guy dressed in all black, with face to cover with a mask. Give him one, I'll pay. Taehyung gave a small grateful smile to that man and took the water bottle which shopkeeper handed him. But to his dismay, he was struggling to open the cap of a water bottle. Yoongi saw that and asked for a water bottle. Little Tae squealed from joy when the angel, dressed in black, opened that bottle within a second. Taehyung gulped almost half of water bottle. That's when Yoongi saw him staring at the snacks. Pack some snacks, said Yoongi while waiting for his prey to come to that street. Shopkeeper packed some snacks and gave that to Yoongi, who handed them to Taehyung, who first hesitated a bit but then sat on the bench nearby the shop eating the snacks. He ate almost half of them while saving other half to eat later when he will face hungry. A sudden event made a dry sound come out of his mouth. Want this? Some man snatched the plastic bag of snacks from his hand and hanged them high in the air. Taehyung tried to scream but nothing came out of his mouth. Oh, mute boy! Little Tae ran from there after getting knocked by those two snacks. Yoongi was still at the end of the street monitoring at the activities of man of his rival gang. He raised his eyebrows when he saw the same little boy running down through street while crying. "Hey!" Yoongi yelled, which made little T to stop on his tracks. He saw the injured man right there. "What happened? Why are you crying?" Yoongi came to a little boy who pointed towards the street he came from. He did some sign by his hands which Yoongi didn't understand much, but he understood one thing now which he didn't notice before. This kid is mute. "Come with me." Yoongi asked T to follow him and went to the same street, but they already left from there. "Looks like they left." T nodded his head when he didn't find any of those bad uncles there. "You don't have parents?" Yoongi asked suspiciously, which made little T nod his head with a sad face. Yoongi instantly felt guilty to ask such insensitive question. Before he could say anything, he got a call of Jungkook asking him to come back. "Okay, I'll have to go now." "You keep this with yourself." Yoongi took out some cash out of his pocket and handed it to little Taehyung, who was confused. He first time saw this much huge money, but his heart wanted something else. A shelter. He didn't want to spend his night in the dark there. It was already a dark, making it more scary for him. He grabbed Yoongi's skinny jeans who yanked his hand softly. "I cannot take you with me, kid." With that, Yoongi went to his car, but before he could hop inside, he got a call from Namjoon. Due to weak network, he walked away some steps, giving a golden opportunity to little kid to sneak inside. When Yoongi came again, he didn't see little kid anywhere. Thinking he must have gone, he hopped inside the car and drove off. After half an hour, he was already at their mansion. Yoongi entered in the mansion, only to see rest of the members having some serious discussion in the office room. Meanwhile, little Taehyung already sneaked inside the house without getting in the sight of anyone. He was amazed to see a huge castle. He just saw a house like this in television only. He looked around, and when he didn't find anyone there, he took some biscuits from the plate on the table, and they were the tastiest one he ever ate. He was already full by the snacks Yoongi bought him, but all he just wanted right now, a nice sleep. He sneaked inside one of the rooms, which made his eyes got wide open from the amusement. This room was 20 times bigger than their joint room. There was huge space behind closet. He grabbed one muffler and long coat from the lowest drawer and then made the mattress of that warm muffler and covered himself with a coat. He had a nice sleep there in Jiminff's room that night without anyone's knowledge. Next day when little Tae woke up, he saw no one was there on the bed, so he sneakily went outside, only to see so many things at the breakfast table. He climbed on one of the chairs and his mouth got water seeing so many dishes. But the thing which excited him the most was new flavored milk. He grabbed that and carefully hopped down from chair and ran back in the room. Meanwhile, Jungkook was throwing tantrums at dining table, accusing them to drink his last bottle of banana milk. "Stop glaring at me. I'm saying last time I didn't drink your banana milk." Jimin rolled his eyes at Jungkook, who is continuously accusing him to drink his last bottle of banana milk. Everyone laughed at the hurtful bickering going over there. Then it must be jinff. "Please kiddo, I got no love for your banana milk." Just like that, Jungkook accused everyone for stealing his banana milk, one by one. Meanwhile, real culprit was enjoying that behind the wardrobe area in Jiminff's room. When Tae saw no one still came in the room, he took a one hoodie from Jiminff's clothes and ran inside the bathroom. Meanwhile, Jimin came to his room for getting freshened up, but there was already someone taking a bath in his room. Looks like Hoseokff's shower is again not working. With that, he grabbed one set of clothes and went to Jin's room for taking a shower. Little Tae opened the room carefully to see if anyone is there, and after finding no one, he again ran to his secret place. Meanwhile, Junkie came to Jimin's room to call him for checking the newly supplied weapons, but when he didn't find anyone there, he turned on his feet to go back, but he slipped on the wet road. Jungkook carefully stood on his feet, only to see water splashed outside the bathroom. My bag. Jungkook bent his back right and left to see if he got any injury, but thankfully it was not much except slightly. My jacket. Jungkook took a wipe to rub some wetness off from the leather jacket. Then he threw the whips on a small bin in the corner of room, only to see a pack of banana milk there. Oh, so he was lying all alone. Jungkook took the empty bottle out of bin and dashed outside calling for Jiminff, who just came out of washroom from Jin's room. He went to living room where Jungkook was calling for him, screaming his lungs out. Rest of the members too came outside, only to see Jungkook pointing banana milk bottle on Jiminff, who raised his eyebrows at him. What's this? My last banana milk can, which you said you didn't drink. Yeah, so? I found this from your bin in your room. What were you looking for? Inside the bin? That's not a matter of concern, Hyung. Thing is that he lied to me even after I asked him so many times. Everyone facepalmed at the duo, but Yoongi made him calm, saying that he ordered new cartons of banana milk. Jungkook quickly ran to kitchen to check them. Meanwhile, Jimin yelled from behind, "I didn't drink your banana milk." Jimin stormed outside. Meanwhile, everyone just shrugged their shoulders at their childish behavior. Hyung, my shower is not working, so I am taking a bath in your room. Hoseok went to Yoongi's room after informing him. Everyone left for their respective work. Meanwhile, Namjoon and Yoongi were still there. You found that boy? No, but I'm feeling so guilty. I should have taken him here. It's okay. Keep searching for him. If you found any information, then tell me. With that, Namjoon left from there, leaving Yoongi thinking about last evening event. Meanwhile, Little T felt guilty when he listened Jungkook claiming to drink his banana milk. He made a promise to himself that he will not take any special food from here now on. Just something to keep him alive. He doesn't want to be a bad boy, otherwise angels will get angry of him for this. In noon, Taehyung simply took an apple and one bread slice from the kitchen and ate that silently. Next day, Little T sneakily put Jimin's hoodie in the laundry with other clothes which were getting cleaned by maids. He was going back to Jimin's room without getting in anyone's sight. That's when he saw Jin cooking today. It was definitely something special. There were no cooks in kitchen today, as Jin wanted to make his special cookie all alone. He quickly sneaked inside the kitchen when he saw Jin leaving the kitchen to attend a call. He looked at the cookies with a different shape. He touched one, but to his dismay, they were not cooked, and instead of that, his fingers got printed as a design there. He squealed from joy and left his finger mark on each cookies in the tray. With that, he ran from there dancing in glee. Meanwhile, Jungkook came in kitchen for something important, so he asked him to bake those special cookies. In microwave. At first, Jungkook refused to go near the microwave, but then agreed at last. What kind of design is this? Jungkook looked at the little fingerprints on cookies. Thinking of it as some new design cutter, he put the tray inside the microwave and then left after setting the timer. In evening, Namjoon smiled heartedly, seeing the cut shapes of cookies. Jinhyung is really creative. With that, he and Yoongi enjoyed the cookies. Meanwhile, rest of the members were outside to complete their respective work. At night, Jimin was feeling it hard to sleep, but still he just off the lights, but still running from one side to another on bed. That's when he hears some sound. he got attentive, grabbing his gun and turned on the lights with the speed of light. After looking for good 5 minutes, he finally reached to his wardrobe, from where such voice is coming. His eyes grew wide when he saw a shivering small figure under his coat. He quickly unveiled that, only to see a little kid there, which made him jump scared. "Who are you?" Jiminff yelled, getting scared, seeing a stranger in his room. "Guards! Hyungs!" Jiminff screamed, making everyone run to his room. Meanwhile, little taeff started to shiver more now, realizing he got caught up and now he will get a punishment, or the worst, they will hand him to the cops. Yoongi's heart dropped to his stomach when he saw that little boy shivering. "Hey, are you fine?" Yoongi bent on his knees. His eyes got more tense when he touched little boy. He had a high fever. He quickly took him in his arms and carried him to bed. "You know him?" "Yes, no need of all you here. Go." Yoongi sent all their men outside and now only the members were there. "Is this the kid you were talking about?" asked Namjoon, and Yoongi nodded. "Who is this? Tell us too." Yoongi dictated the whole incident of yesterday, that how he met this new boy and how he left him there all alone, which made everyone glare at him. Yoongi apologized from everyone. "He have a high fever. Let's go for a doctor first. Until let's put a cold water strips on his forehead." Hoseok nodded and ran to kitchen and came up with the cold water strips. Soon the doctor was there and he gave Taehyung some medicines, which they made him eat after having some meal. At the next morning, everyone came to see the new guest in their home. "How are you now?" They made a happy sign with his hands, which made everyone smile. Little T grabbed his own ears, asking sorry from them, who just patted his head lovingly in return. "You came with me in the car?" Taehyung nodded his head, which made everyone getting amazed. "Wow, this cute angel was living in my room and I even didn't know it." Jiminff laughed and hugged T lightly, who started to cry due to the unexpected turn of events. "Did I make you uncomfortable? I'm so sorry." Jiminff was about to get away, but they grabbed him and hugged him lightly, showcasing his love. Namjoon came towards little boy and smiled at him. "From now on, you will be with us. You are no longer without parents. Even though you will have only dads here." Everyone laughed at what Namjoon said, which made little boy squeal from happiness. He too finally got a family he never expected. He got a new home.